All right, so a lot of people, they've been talking about quarantine destroying their life. They've been talking about how their mental health has gone downhill because of this quarantine. And look, it's no surprise. I mean, you're locked down inside and you can't get out and go do the activities that you enjoy. And not only that, when you're trapped inside, I mean, guess what happened? Your head or your mind is going to be super active, hyperactive, constantly thinking about things. And if those things are negative, I'm going to also bet that your mood's been kind of dampened. It's been kind of lowered. You've become more sad. And that's because your thoughts, they have a direct correlation on your mood. And if you've never noticed that, you should probably pause this video right now. And what I want you to do is think of a memory or a time where you excelled in life. You were crushing it, whether it's a competition, a video game, kissed your crush, whatever it was. Think of a time that you excelled and that made you happy. You felt good about yourself. And notice what happens to your mood. You become happier, right? That's because your thoughts have a direct correlation on your mood. Now, in this whole quarantine epidemic, this lockdown, this shutdown, a lot of people, they don't put their attention on where their mind is, where their thoughts are. And that's one of the reasons why people, their moods become dampened. But what if you were to use this time in quarantine, instead of watching Netflix and binging all these movies, what if I told you you could use this time to fortify your mind into a weapon as powerful as a nuclear bomb? And I say it's gonna fortify your mind because, look, if you correctly program your brain, like we do in the new era of health, then you're going to become more happy, more confident, and more capable than you have ever been. And the best part is you only need 7 days for this. In fact, I created a 7-day challenge, which we're going to talk more about at the end of this video. And it's going to tell you how to acquire the mind of a conqueror, how to form foundational habits that are going to enable you to become a better version of yourself. Now, the mistake that most people make is they perceive this quarantine as a negative event, when the reality is it should be a positive catalyst for your new life. You see, most people, they always say they don't have time to do X, Y, and Z. If I had more time, then I'd pursue my passion. If I had more time, then I would work on forming the right habits. And look, right now, you have all the time in the entire world. You have more time than you even know how to use. So why not use that time to improve yourself rather than letting your life rot away, rather than playing video games and letting your mind roam and doing nothing productive? In fact, during this lockdown, we've already ran multiple challenges, 7-day challenges to acquire the mind of a conqueror. People are coming in here, they're telling me how they're battling depression, anxiety, procrastination. They have an inability to stick to their word, to do the things that would improve their life. And you've probably experienced that yourself. What was your last New Year's resolution? And more importantly, how long did you last before you fell back into your old patterns and ruts of not doing what you told yourself you'd do? Probably maybe a few days, or if you got lucky, you made it a week. Now, look, I'm going to tell you how to combat all this, but I only want you to be a part of this challenge if you're an ambitious man who is committed. Because if you aren't committed to improving yourself, you're going to keep quitting. You're going to keep feeling underaccomplished. And that's not what this community is about. This is a community, an army of conquerors who take what they want in life. We don't make excuses. We take action. Now, look, if you want to use this quarantine to improve yourself and thus improve your life, because the reality is you have to improve yourself to improve your life. A lot of people, they try improving their life without fixing themselves first. And that's why they've remained stuck in a mediocre life. Because if you don't have the right habits, you don't have the right mental state, you're going to keep going into this vicious cycle where you tell yourself you're going to do X, Y, and Z, fail to do it, and feel terrible about yourself because of it. But if you're committed and you just want to follow the right path to improve yourself and improve your life, then I invite you to this upcoming challenge. Now, what I want you to do is I have a free book around here. It's going to tell you how to acquire the mind of a conqueror. This is going to essentially reprogram your brain into a top performer. You see people like Elon Musk, David Goggins, and Joe Rogan. They accomplish anything they set their eyes on. It doesn't matter what field or area of their life that they go into, they excel because that's who they are. They've fortified their mind into a powerhouse. They've acquired the mind of a conqueror. Now, this book, it's going to tell you how top performers operate and how you can operate at their level too. And then, look, I've come to realize that I can give you all the information in the entire world. But if you don't put that information into action, then that information is useless. So what I've done on top of it is I created a free challenge. The book's completely free. The challenge is completely free. I'm not lying when I say it's my entire purpose in life is to build ambitious men like you into conquerors. Now, I put my money where my mouth is. Everything's free here. So download that book. You're going to see the information. And then most likely, as soon as you download that book, you're going to receive an email. It's going to tell you to sign up for this challenge. Look, if you want to use this quarantine time to improve your life, then sign up for this challenge. Now, if you're going to cower in fear, you're not going to take action and you aren't committed, then look, I can't help you. Because the reality is you have to put in the work. I can't do it for you. All I can do is hand you the same step-by-step system that others like you are using to ignite their potential. So I hope I see you inside, but before you do that, it would mean the world to me if you could toss this video a like. Because when you like it, obviously boost the algorithm and it helps us reach more people. It helps us reach more ambitious men like you to become conquerors and prove themselves. So I want you to like that. And then also I want to hear from you. What's the number one thing that has been holding you back? What is the number one battle that you've been facing since quarantine started? Let me know in the comments, because when I know what's affecting your life, I can create content about it. I can help you overcome that temporary obstacle so that you rapidly accelerate into your new life. So go ahead, like this video, comment below, and let me know what the number one battle that you're dealing with for Corona, and then subscribe. Again, it really helps us in growing this army of conquerors, and I'll see you inside.